He said, I've just come back.
I think all the racing media's over there. We're about the only ones here too, Terry. Okay, there he is in the screen there, Apprehend, a winner of nearly $400,000 in prize money. A couple of years ago he had a tremendous preparation, didn't he? But he's really sort of battled a little bit since then. Ballarat Cup run behind Doomskier there was pretty good. Then he hit the heavy track behind Sea Galleon and Flopperrood. Now, he used to like wet tracks. He certainly used to like heavy tracks, actually, Apprehend, or got through it pretty well there. He didn't 1 yard at all, but I'm just not sure about Sandown Heavy. I reckon it might be different to any other heavy. But look, he's very hard to select. On his old form, he's a 2's on chance and flogs them, but he's not the horse he was. Apprehend, let's hope he can find a little bit of form.
Down with number 3, Arazu, and
he's now into $3, Terry. He's been quite well tried there at the Death Knock. He'll start favourite snoozer from Dame Claire. Third is Derisive, who's been $6.50 into 6.
Gates are back, off and racing. Apprehend won the jump. Indict slow. Away pretty well is Snitzer down the inside, and he's going out to try and find his favoured role. Gate Crusher's up there on his outside, and Derisive retaining a place near the inside with Apprehend posted wide on the speed. Dame Claire lobs into a nice place 5th. 2 lengths further back is Gold Lining, then came Arazu, and about 4 lengths away was Indict as they swing the turn the first time. And Apprehend's posted out wide doing some work on the speed here under Jordan Mallion, and he's letting it slide, but Snitzer is wanting the lead, and he has the fence and the front. Moving up, Apprehend to have a crack at him with left to go. 2 lengths away, getting a nice trail behind them is Derisive. Here's a neck in front of Gate Crusher. 1 out and 1 back, trailed by Dame Claire, Gold Lining, Arazu, and Indict last of all. So Snitzer, he kicked up in the straight, and he really wanted the front, and he holds them out, and he leads now by the 1,600 metres by 2. Apprehend happy to sit up second, and they're followed in third placing by Derisive, enjoying a lovely run. Gate Crusher next on the outside, then Gold Lining, Dame Claire, who's third last, being followed by Indict, and now Arazu nearly a length away at the end. Well, Gate Crusher's out and running up the side, and riding around the field. Snitzer, he tried to give him a little breather up the side. He's just the leader now to Gate Crusher, who's gone up with it about a neck of him. Just in behind them, Apprehend, who's now 3rd and 4th, racing on the outside of Derisive. 2 Dame Claire, Gold Lining, 2 lengths Arazu, and now Indict again a length away at the tail. So Snitzer the leader in the back, heading to the 1,000 metres. He's a half a length clear. Gate Crusher second. In third placing, Derisive's had a beautiful run. A neck Apprehend, 2 Gold Lining. Here's Arazu, the old 9-year-old, and he's whipping around the field. Dame Claire tries to go with him. And dropping out is Indict, so they've bunched up a little around the 800 turn. Snitzer, Gate Crusher, Arazu went on an early move. He's up there 3rd and 4th with Apprehend. Still Derisive waits on the outside now. Dame Claire peels out for her run, and then Gold Lining. They've packed up here. Snitzer's been headed as they went by the school, but only narrowly. Apprehend out 3 wide, and Gate Crusher in the middle have the front. Running on his Gold Lining, Derisive. Dame to be struggling, and Arazu had dropped out, coming towards the turn. Apprehend out 3 wide, Gate Crusher in the middle. On the inside, Snitzer, Derisive behind them with Gold Lining still responding. Any one of about 4 could win it. It's Apprehend around the turn from Gate Crusher, who's kicking back. Apprehend, Gate Crusher, Derisive getting over their heels. Apprehend wanting to roll in on top of Gate Crusher. He's got his head in front, Apprehend, and Apprehend wins it by a half a length on the line to Gate Crusher. Ahead away Snitzer, who didn't give in on the inside. Derisive, every hope in 4th spot. Then Gold Lining and Dame Claire. Indict, and a distant last is Arazu.
Well, there's probably no excuse for the beaten horses in that race because he did all the work. Apprehend, 12.92. 80. Good to see him back in winning form for the Vaz. Tony Vasil and Geordie Mallion claiming 2 kilograms importantly, and he goes on to win it from Gate Crusher. I think Snitzer's fought back on the fence to run 3rd.
Gee.
Gold Lining looked a chance on the bend.
Yep.
They took off as they always do. The pattern's
Terry,
always the same, isn't it?
You know, I'm not making excuses for Snitzer here, but there was just, they queued up to take him on in front there, and he still fought on and beaten all those that took him on. He's finished in front of them. Apprehend's had the last. Well, he was up there earlier, of course, but he, you know, as I mentioned before the race, the old Apprehend starts 2's on in a race like that, and he's found a little bit of form there because he's, as I said, his Ballarat Cup was all right, and that Sandown heavy track form these days, Terry, it has completely got me beaten now. But he's found his best form. He's a little bit wayward there, but he had a pretty tough sort of run. Gate Crusher was certainly improved by his 2,500 metre run here behind Greater Than Great, and he's fought on well enough to run second. But some of those other horses, I mean, Aratsu was, he went very early on Aratsu. Gold Lining looked the winner on the home turn. He's plugged and missed the place, and Snitzer, who led and got taken on by about 3 different horses, has fought back and still finished third there. But all honours with the winner there. He's carried 57 after the claim for Geordie Mallion, and he's found a little bit of that old form.
And it's a form that he's had at Moonee Valley in the past. He hasn't won here, but he's run some terrific races here. That's his first win here from 10. Bred by Limerick Lane Thoroughbreds, and I'm pretty sure Tony Vaz will be out front. He's by Hold That Tiger, the Swetnam stallion. And as I mentioned, Tony said he was in Hong Kong. I don't know why he came home early, because the big races are coming up on Sunday. I think Richo might have him trackside in a jiffy.
Not just yet, I don't, TB. I'm waiting for Tony Vasil. Here he comes. He's coming down the Ballarat Cup run. I thought maybe Apprehend's back to his best. Forget the wet track. It was a good run.
You're right, Richo. It wasn't a bad run in the Ballarat Cup. But he's was better over a mile and a half than it is at 2,000, that's for sure. But last start was very disappointing. But he's a horse that's always shown a propensity to really like soft ground. But last start he just didn't like it. So whether he's just sick of wet tracks and he's finally sort of liking to get on top of the ground. But you know, Geordie was given a tricky situation tonight, where he was posted out 3 wide for the first, oh well, half a mile anyway. But he did the best he could with a hand of cards he was dealt with, and he rode him really well, I thought. But it's his first winner for me, Jordan, so he's my apprentice. So
well, it's about he delivered for you then.
And I went to Happy Valley last Wednesday night, so
it's good to have you back, mate. It's good to have you back in the winner's stall.
Glad to be back in Australia, yes.
Good on you. There is Tony Vasil and Geordie Mallion. About time you rode a winner for the boss.
I know, he's taken a while to get me the right one, but well, we finally got it today, so that's the main thing.
You had to cover a little bit of extra ground. You weren't naturally too concerned about that, because he was just a nice free type?
No, he is, and he's an old horse. You know, you got to get him in a racing pattern, and like small fields and second from the outside, it could have always been a little bit tricky, but I just let him roll. We found a nice spot outside the leader and tried to give him a breather, and it was good. I was very happy when that horse crossed me and just got him to switch off a little bit, and it was perfect, you know. And, you know, he hasn't been trying a lot, but today I just thought, you know, it takes a while to get fit, and you know, it's nearly 7th run in this time, so he's done a good job.
I thought he was going to win by 2 or 3 lengths on about 4 different occasions. He looked like he was ready to put him away, but just found it hard.
Yeah, he did. I found it hard as well, actually. He's an old horse, but look, he got the job done. That's the main thing. I'm right for Tony and the owners. They're good people and they've stuck with me.
Good on you, Geordie. Well done, mate.
Cheers.
There's Geordie Mallion. He wins on Apprehend for his boss, Tony Vasil. The numbers are 1, 5, 2 and 6. We'll take a quick break.